Good evening, Team Genesis associates and guests. Thanks for being with us. I'm Janet Larson Meyer, and I'm an Executive Vice President with CTFO. We have a great meeting lined up for you again tonight. I'm going to be introducing you to a very special guest who's creating success here at CTFO with no previous experience in network marketing. In a few minutes, he's going to tell you about how our company's products have positively impacted his health, and he's going to share some great insights on the interesting discoveries he's made during his first 3 months in business with us. His story and personal experience are sure to be the highlight of tonight's live meeting, so we'll get right to that as soon as we satisfy the curiosity of our valued guests who have joined us tonight to learn about the incredible business opportunity we have to offer. We've shared a lot of information and detail about all aspects of our business model in previous webinars, which are all available for replay on our Team Genesis YouTube channel. So instead of doing a deep dive into all of that again tonight, I'm going to focus on 3 of the key components of our business model that make this such an irresistible business opportunity. So here goes. The first thing I want to mention is that CTFO is a network marketing program. That means you get all the benefits that go along with this type of business model, like the flexibility to work where you want, when you want, and with whom you want. As an independent associate, you have no boss telling you how you need to do your job each day, and you don't have to work with any annoying or unpleasant coworkers. As long as you represent our products and program honestly and accurately, you can work how you like, with whom you like. Another unique advantage of this network marketing program is that it offers you the potential to earn an unlimited residual income. That means there are no caps or limits on how much you can make, and unlike a job or traditional employment, your income stream can continue even after you stop working. Finally, it costs you nothing to get started. When you become an associate with CTFO, you get your own e-commerce enabled website and full functioning business opportunity without having to pay anything for it. Nobody's going to ask you for your credit card, and you won't have to provide your social security number to enroll. The next key component I want to cover is our products. CBD is one of the hottest products in the world today, and you're probably starting to see and hear about CBD products everywhere. Millions of people are already using and loving CBD, which is often called nature's miracle, for its reputation for helping people quickly and naturally resolve serious health issues and restore their quality of life when doctors and prescription drugs failed them. Here at CTFO, we can offer over 70 of the highest quality products that include full spectrum, whole plant, and isolate CBD oils in various potencies, topical lotions, gummies, sprays, a hair restoration system, a complete skincare line, pet products, and even weight loss products. In a nutshell, it's everything you and your customers need to feel, think, and look your best. All of our products are tested and certified for their purity, priced right, and backed by an empty bottle money-back guarantee. Full details about all of our products are provided on our websites, but I'd be remiss if I didn't cover one of the biggest advantages we have over every other network marketing company offering CBD products. That's our patented 10x Pure technology that's been tested and confirmed to offer superior bioavailability, meaning better absorption in the body. I can't get into all the science of how that works in the time we have tonight, but there's a video on our Team Genesis YouTube channel featuring Dr. Robin Sika that you can watch if you want to fully understand how this patented process works and why it's such a huge advantage you can offer. So we've got great products and a flexible business opportunity with no startup costs. But you're probably wondering how you make money at it. That's actually really easy, and one of the best parts about this program. Simply put, when people go to your new website and purchase any of our products, you get paid. A portion of our products sold on your site adds up and sits in your account for you to collect every Wednesday. The company's computer systems calculate your income from all of your website sales through a unique hybrid matrix compensation plan that was designed with one thing in mind, that everyone could make money with it. You'll find none of the gimmicks and gotchas you typically see in other network marketing pay plans here at CTFO. Our copyrighted system has no legs to balance, no increasing personal volume requirements, no barriers to entry. Remember, it's free to join, and we don't even require your social security number or a credit card to get started. There's no front loading of inventory, no forced auto ship. A $47.47 product purchase qualifies you for your check each month all the way to the top of the pay plan. You can make money and never spend a single penny. We pay weekly, and there's actually 4 different ways that you get paid. To learn more about how this plan pays CTFO associates, go to our Team Genesis YouTube channel and watch Executive Vice President Joe Maluli's informative video titled Show Me the Money that breaks it down for you. So I've shared with you that you can make an unlimited residual income in a flexible work environment, offering an exclusive and patented form of CBD, and it costs you nothing to get started. Can you think of one good reason not to say yes to this no cost, no risk opportunity? Every day we see people's lives being positively impacted here, physically, emotionally, and financially, as a result of using our CBD products and capitalizing on our rich once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Tonight's guest, Jamie Taylor, also known as Chemo, is an example of that. I know you're all gonna love this guy. Chemo's an executive manager at CTFO who lives in beautiful San Diego, California. He's a former Marine, and we wanna, of course, thank Chemo tonight for his service and his sacrifices for our great country. In his former life, he was a traveling commercial diver, like the kind that goes under the water, for several years, performing diving assignments for large businesses and organizations across the nation. Today, he works a full-time job as a building contractor, and he also has a successful side business detailing cars and boats and RVs on weekends. So he's a busy guy, but in his limited spare time, he focuses on growing his CBD business. He's 100% committed to living the laptop lifestyle that we've talked about for himself, his fiance, and his 10-year-old son. I'm excited to welcome you to our webinar, Chemo, and I just know your enthusiasm for CTFO is going to energize everyone watching us tonight.
Hey, Janet, I appreciate the time, and I hope everybody that's listening and tuned in right now is totally as excited as I am, because I'm all about it. I'm in it to win it, and just ready to push forward.
Very good. Well, we're so grateful to have you with us. Let's start out and tell us about your curiosity, Chemo, about CBD and some of the personal research that you did that led you to make the decision to even enroll here.
Well, honestly, being in the trade that I was, being a diver, traveling the country, I would get deployed out for anywhere from 7 to 9 weeks straight, and then only be home for 2 to 4 weeks. So I was hotel to hotel, city to city, just grinding hard, straight. Obviously, I wanted to look for something to maybe supplement my income. I wanted to pull in another stream, because since I'd be deployed out for a set amount of weeks, of course, when I'm home, I'm off from 2 to 4, and I had plenty of time. So I love to surf, I love to have fun, I love to stay in shape. So then I started thinking, why not roll a little bit of that time into something that's going to help me financially for my future, for my family.
So it was something that you wanted to work into some of the free time you had. Were you growing weary of that really taxing schedule as a diver?
I wasn't, because I'm a guy that's not really afraid of hard work, and I like doing the grunt side of work. I do have calluses on my hands, but once again, I'm 40 years old. I'm not saying I'm old, but I want to make every little bit of time on this earth count as much as possible. So of course, I don't want to be slaving away 9 weeks on the road, making $630,000, $650,000 for another company, and then I'm making 10% throughout all my time and efforts. So of course, I wanted to look to help supplement something just for my future. That job as well was very taxing. So, being a commercial diver, it's hard work, and we do have a shelf life. So unfortunately, that's what caused me to start seeking other streams of income. And being in Southern California, excuse me, the cannabis industry is definitely going strong here. And I was watching the Farm Bill, and as soon as Donald Trump federally legalized hemp and took it off the controlled substance list, I already knew right there the CBD was just going to completely explode within 5 years. So I got on Google and just started searching around after the bill got passed, and just started researching CBD companies, what investment wise, whether there were CBD stocks. I didn't know. I'm a hard worker with my hands. I'm trying to incorporate a whole brand new way of thinking to build my future in this. So I'm overwhelmed by everything that just came about. So I started seeing other CBD companies, white labeling product, obviously MLM. MLM made sense because I understand the power of leverage, leveraging people, multiplying people, time and money, like Robert Kiyosaki said. It just makes sense. You'll never get rich working on a time clock. We only have 24 hours in a day, and most of us sleep half of that. So if you break that down, you might make it. Yeah, you have a good paying job, you make it, you'll survive. But really, are you striving and working towards getting that lifestyle that you really, really crave and the things that you dream about? Because we dream big, right? We're humans. We dream huge, and you just don't want to stop that. You want to be able to manifest that. You turn those thoughts into reality. So that's the goal here. You know, we're not slaves. We're meant to have fun.
Yeah, you have an incredible head around network marketing. You are just built for this model, or this model is built for you. And I'm sure glad to know that you're not going to say 40 years old. That's all I want to say.
No, for sure. It's just, I didn't color my facial hair here. That's all natural. So
When, so you went and you got on Google when you said Donald Trump passed the Farm Bill, chemo, and you start searching around there. You don't really even know what you're searching. You're just looking for where opportunities may lie in CBD. Am I right?
yes, ma'am. See, since I had off for 2 to 3, 4 weeks or whatever, I had a lot of time to focus into something. So I was looking for an opportunity within the CBD industry that fit my lifestyle and allowed me to be successful. Because obviously, when we get into something like that, you don't want to go in 30%, 50%. You got a clear, decisive path of where you want to be, and you need to stay focused on that, regardless of your daily grind. Because working jobs, some of us work 2 or 3 jobs like me, and it's not fun. It's not fun, but you got to stay focused. You got to keep everything in play of where you're trying to get, and do small increment goals. You don't want to be setting things that are not obtainable. You want to be able to reward yourself off of setting goals to achieve. And as you start unfolding that, those thoughts start to manifest in reality, and you see results. And of course, results lead to success. And everybody that you're around, and you start to surround yourself with that mentality, it starts to transfer over, and then other people start to get it.
Oh, that's so true, Chemo, that our energy actually attracts people even more than the information that we impart. How important was it to you to see that this business opportunity that embraced CBD, that you already knew was just brimming with potential, and then you go look at it and there's no gimmicks and gotchas, it's just free, just ramp up and go? Like, was that important to you to tip you in easily without having to think about it? Certainly you don't have to save for free.
You know, it was very important because coming into this network marketing ordeal, I had no previous experience. So everything that I've heard, you know, you always hear people, oh, those things are scams, they're schemes, or you might need $300 to $500 investment. I already had the mentality of, hey, I'm going to probably have to invest in something like this, because I didn't know what to expect. When I saw that this model was free, of course, it caught my attention. Then when I started doing research on the company and realized what we actually got, we got our website, we got marketing links. Corporate actually had a number that a real person answered. It wasn't a robot. So that was a big plus for me. It had everything that I was looking for that would definitely fit the time that I had to put my effort into it. And once I looked into the compensation plan, boom, it made sense. It was wrapped around a product that I could personally use, because I am in the fitness industry and living a life as a previous Marine. I've trained a lot. Becoming a commercial diver, my body has been stressed. I love to lift weights. So, and me being 40, I am starting to feel it a little bit. I'm not going to lie, in my elbows and stuff. So this business model with the product was on point for me.
So you start searching out the internet, and when did you actually enroll in CTFO, Chemo?
Let's see, I believe it was right around December 18-ish, December 20. So I'm right about 3 months in, and just going full force with it. So yeah, almost January. My birthday was January 5, so it was like 2 weeks before that.
You know, you're just right about on that cusp when people start contemplating their circumstances, whether it be health or finances or lifestyle, and right around that New Year time, people are ready to make different decisions. So you kind of contemplate it and find your score, and then you move into it. When you found CTFO, Chemo, did you give any consideration to your sponsor, or did someone just have an attractive ad that you clicked on and you enrolled, and you'd had no communication with that person? Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's very interesting, because once I found CTFO, I came across another corporate generated link. Someone had ranked it somewhere within Google, and I came across it. So once I read into it, realized it was free. Of course, it was a no-brainer, so I dove right in. Went ahead and joined. The next day, got through all the training within 1 day. It only took me 1 day to get through the training. I found my sponsor's name, email, contact, tried for like 5 days. So it was about a week that I tried, to no avail. No return messages. So I called corporate. Once again, they had someone to talk to, a live personnel. I explained, I said, look, this is who I am. I'm super excited for what I found. I need to speak to someone that is already established, that already knows what to do, so they can lay me out a plan of action so I can attack this thing and go at it full force, 100%. That's the mentality I had right out of the gate. She said, okay, well, let me check in your upline. We'll see who's available. Just let me know a couple days if you don't get contacted by anybody. About 3 days later, Mr. Roland Rascon, he was the gentleman that called me. And we've been hitting it off ever since, and he put me in the right direction. And that's basically how it was. I kind of, and this is another thing that I put out to everybody else that's new or on the fence of joining. If you were to join under somebody by random chance, don't wait around if no one contacts you back and just say, oh, well, I guess this is nothing because no one has contacted me. Take that initiative, reach out like I did, because they put me right in contact within 3 days. And then if I would have never have done that, then who knows? We might not even be sitting here right now.
Yeah, what a blessing, because he's a phenomenal leader. And you know, another point, yeah, so I appreciate you, Chemo, sharing with people that you can have a relationship with the person that you directly enroll under, but there's a whole team of support with new personalities and new talents and contributions to add to your success model that are already on board and waiting to give some assistance to our onboarding associates. And then also, I love how you mentioned how phenomenal our customer service is, because I'm really proud of that. These gals and one guy really seem to know their stuff, and they don't let go of something until they see it through to completion. And I know they really like to help. So I'm glad that was your experience as well. That's important.
It was. It made the whole transition into what I was getting at very smooth.
Mm-hmm. Great. And then, so it's my understanding that initially you're looking for a business, understanding the buzz on and the appeal of CBD. But once you got in, how did you weight your priorities on the product and the possibilities of improving your health and your family's health versus the opportunity to make money?
Well, first off, since I do have a little bit of joint pain in my elbows from lifting and diving, that is actually the first reason that I started looking into the product itself, not just the business opportunity, because that was already a given. I was looking for something like that. But in this experience, you got to understand, if you are promoting something, not just yourself, but a product, a service, you have to have experience in that. You know, you need to become a product of the product, because how are you going to go over and just talk to all these random people now that you're into this business and you want to tell the world, but what are you going to tell them if you don't have any experience on how it personally made you feel or how it changed your life, whatever your ailment may be? I mean, everybody has different ailments, whether it be anxiety, depression, pain, whatever it might be. Yours might be different, and you can relate to a certain group of people depending on how you're branding yourself. You know, I'm in the fitness industry, so it helps with my joint pain. So it's very easy for me in the gym or as I'm coaching someone to just feel them out. Hey, do you have pain? Or you see them taking an ibuprofen. Hey, what's that for? Oh, I get a little bit of pain here when I do these exercises. Okay, have you ever tried CBD? No, I haven't. Well, let me explain to you what this will do to you. And it's a very natural approach to masking the same benefits and effects that pill is that you're taking. That's totally not good for your liver and whatever else.
Absolutely. Are you a CBD expert? Would you say that you know all the medical benefits, or is what you share the passion that wells up inside of you from having an experience, and you know that it addresses so many conditions and blankets the entire endocannabinoid system, so there's not much that's not positively impacted? You don't go into big dissertations about CBD and the endocannabinoid system and all the medical jargon. You just say, hey, this really worked for me. Lots of people are using it. Science is validating it, and it's money back guaranteed. Is that pretty much your spiel?
It is, because in this business model, I want everybody to understand you need to keep this simple. You don't want to get out there like you're a chemistry instructor and, you know, explaining all the different cannabinoids that are in the cannabis plant, because I think there's like I think there's 18 good ones that we utilize here. You don't need to get into all that stuff. Nobody wants to hear that unless they're majoring in whatever, that chemistry or whatever. People are looking for something that they can put in their body that's going to help them significantly, depending on whatever the circumstances are.
Can you quickly share with me, I'm going to ask you about how you're marketing and growing your business, but before we move away from product and product experience, because that's such a cornerstone of all of our personal stories, can you tell me quickly your favorite product, chemo, and the ones that your family use?
I do. We both, me and my son, since he plays football, one of the main benefits real quick that I pinpoint with CBD is the anti-inflammatory properties. Mm-hmm. It's phenomenal. I don't care what anybody says. Any kind of low back pain that I have, elbow joint pain, anything, you got to understand, inflammation puts pressure on nerves. Nerves cause pain. Pain causes discomfort in the brain. So if you can cut that and nip it at the bud, then you alleviate all that. So the products that I use for me and my son, since we do train and we do live a physical activity life, is definitely the oil. I use the full spectrum. It's phenomenal. And honestly, I can feel the difference within about 7 minutes. I timed it the other day. When I got back from the gym, I was a little sore in my low back because I drive a lot at work. After I take my 20 drops, literally 5 to 7 minutes, I'm like, okay, yeah, that feels way better.
I wish I could just bet that on the idea that your son is not a slacker. You don't just let your son sit around on a couch and play games all the time. I would think that you're on him to be his best. Am I right?
Well, there's an even balance there. I wouldn't say he doesn't sit on the couch because he's one of those Fortnite playing kids, and all you mom and dads out there that have kids that are playing Fortnite, I swear they're taking over the world. They're playing.
Yeah, it's so true. I understand that. You know, our associates, chemo, are always interested in how you're able to be successful. And it was interesting to me when you and I first talked about how you've pulled many prongs together on as far as marketing to come up with a pretty comprehensive marketing plan. So would you mind sharing with people what you're doing to get the word out about CTFO and about our high quality CBD line, please?
Sure. Well, since we are spreading the word for an awesome product and an awesome opportunity, you have to step outside of your comfort zone. If a lot of people that are out here listening now have trouble speaking to someone else that they have no idea who they are, you need to do it more, because word of mouth and own testimonial is going to put you further than probably any little ad that you can run down and direct someone how to join for free. When you connect with someone on a personal level and relate, that's where the magic happens, because then both of you are going back and forth. You're like, oh man, I would love to try that because I have a similar situation, and it helps you, and it's a good chance it'll help me. So yeah.
I'd like to think that some people will kind of stumble over their tongue and not say it just right until they kind of smooth out their communication and start doing it just right. But some people have a real aversion to talking to people. I think it's kind of a God gift, chemo. Like, I'm sure I came out crying. And then as soon as I stopped crying, I was ready to talk to the people who delivered. But so I appreciate that you probably talk to most everybody. And for me, it's not about selling, it's about helping. I mean, it rocked my world and changed my life in a big way. And so I want to share it with people. But for people who are not such good word of mouth communicators, what have you been able to do on Facebook groups? And can you share some of your tricks to the trade on how you've been successful at promoting on Facebook?
Sure. Remember, guys, first thing is just because you have a product doesn't mean that everybody is going to like your product. But if you sell yourself and you brand yourself and you gain attraction from other people, that's the opening doorway to building rapport. So then you can openly talk. Also, too, utilizing Facebook groups. You need to really pinpoint on your target audience. It's like, okay, we have 70 or so different products. We have everything from beauty. We have everything to fitness. We have everything to losing weight, hair loss. There's a wide array of niches that anybody can conform to and present that out there. So being diverse and picking out your target audience and who you personally connect with, because that's what it's really going to boil down to, folks. Like I said, you can get out there and you might not be that great to talk to people randomly, but what if you relate to something similar to someone else? It's going to be a lot easier to talk to. So once you pinpoint down your target audience, then start to be creative and think a little bit deeper. So let's say you're a yoga instructor. Where do yoga instructors hang out? What do they like to do? You know, so whatever your niche of target audience is, you need to think even a little bit deeper as you go and progress, because it opens up vastly when you start looking at little sub niches of personality traits and where these target audience people are. And another good one is if you go to Google, everybody knows Google, you type in whatever keywords, let's say specific keyword searches are going to trigger the organic search results. Now you got to think about your niche again. So let's say I'm doing fitness. I want to be able to target and incorporate CBD within the fitness industry. So I'm going to go on like bodybuilding, or I'm going to type in keywords, how to get 6-pack abs in 30 days. Then that first page that pops up, all those websites and blogs and whatever else that come up are already ranked. They're there. And then if you look at the number on the top to see how many results were listed out in that month period, then you can kind of narrow out and say, wow, that's a lot of people, or no, that's totally not enough people. Then when you look at those pages, open them up and you'll start to see banner ads all over those pages and stuff. So then if you scroll to the bottom of those websites or blogs, you'll see a little advertisement button that most of the time the webmasters on those relevant pages that popped up in the organic search results because of the certain keywords of your target niche. And then you look and see how many millions of times that month those specific keywords were typed in. That's a large amount of quality traffic going to those blogs and going there. So then you dig into those blogs. So if you're not that great at talking to people up front, you start finding ways to put your information in front of the people that you think will be into what you have.
That's great, Kimo. Those are all great shares, and we've not had that exposed to our group before. And I'm imagining you don't get thrown in Facebook jail very often, do you? Because you're really building relationships on Facebook. You're drilling deep and wide.
I learned by being in jail. So since I'm a free bird now, I learned a little bit of what to do and what not to do. And I'm by no means any super guru, webmaster, or whatnot. But back on building rapport. Okay, this is another thing, guys. Whoever is fresh or coming in, don't go out there and spam your corporate generated link. I know you want to tell the whole world, oh my God, I'm in this business. I'm excited. Everybody's got to know. And I'm going to put it out there for everybody to see. You don't want to do that, because everybody that's in the industry that are the quality people that you're looking for, they're going to know right off the bat that you're just fresh coming in and doing this. You want to be tactful about your posts. Get into the groups that you're targeting, whether it's fitness or ailments. Start going in there and scrolling around through the comments. Find something that you can relate to. Follow that comment. Look who wrote the comment. Open their profile up. See if it's a published profile. Then go through their newsfeed. Oh, Sally over here just had a golden retriever dog on her newsfeed. You can relate because you have a golden retriever dog. Guess what? You now give your golden retriever CBD treats, the pet treats. So now you're going to go on there and just make a simple comment. Hey, you have a beautiful dog. I actually have a golden retriever as well. And then build a little bit of rapport. Have you ever done any training techniques or whatever? Or what's your favorite exercise with your dog? Because I like to work out with my dog. Something off the wall. And that's gonna create engagement. That person's either going to look at you like you're a weirdo and just totally not respond because they're like, damn, why is this person all about my dog? Or most of the time they're going to be like, oh, well, okay, yeah, this is what I do with my dog. I love doing that too. So what's your dog's name? Right there, you just opened the gate. You just lowered the walls. You just let the fear drift away. Now you're in. Now you make a little bit more conversation and maybe wait a day or two.
You got this down to a science, Chemo. I think I'm just going to go chat with people at the supermarket. Hey, but before we wrap up our time here, can you touch on how you're starting to shoot some videos and load them on your YouTube channel and Instagram and LinkedIn? Can you touch on each one of those three real quickly for us, please?
Sure. I'm very new being on the camera. I have a little bit of clammy hands right now, so hopefully I'm doing okay. And after doing this a few times, it'll just get easier, guys, just like anything. You step outside the comfort zone, do the things that make you feel uncomfortable, and then you will become comfortable. So once you start getting in front of the camera, of course, YouTube is an overlooked database of just hungry people that are out there looking. So once again, when you dive into YouTube and you're shooting live feeds and stuff like that, you really need to get on engagement. You need to figure out your content for your attraction marketing and stuff. And I might not connect with you, Bob, that's watching, but guess what? Sally down the road, she likes my shirt or something. You're going to connect. It doesn't matter age, race, shape, form. You will connect with someone. And doing those types of marketing, what I've understood, and I'm learning now, I'm still very new at all this. I'm only 3 months in, so I'm cramming my brain with all these ideas. You got to be consistent. You can't just pop up in your news feed every once in a while. Hey, I'm doing this cool CBD business. And then 3 months go by, nothing happens, nobody sees anything. You got to just put it out there, put it out there. Don't worry about those people, what they're thinking about you. Like, might be saying, oh God, here's JT again, putting his little business link out there. You know what? They're not paying my bills. They might be my friends. They might not be my friends, but where is your focus? That's what you got to remember. Not what Bob thinks about you. Where is your focus? Why are you doing this for yourself right now? And
we need to do a little bit every day to market our business, and then we need to stay engaged with our team. We can't be in and out with our team as we grow these great people into their potential. Real quick, before I let you go, in a breath, can you tell us Instagram and LinkedIn? How does that weigh in on your marketing efforts?
Instagram, I believe, is better than Facebook because you have a lot more lenience when it comes to sending direct messages and all, and they don't like boot you out and all that stuff. So Instagram, if you're pretty good with building a strong following, it's all picture based, picture and video based. So you can do whatever you want. You can portray yourself whoever you want, fake it till you make it until you get there. Just be consistent and utilize all these platforms. I mean, they're all free. Not all of them, but most of them, depending on how you use it. LinkedIn, create a good business profile. There's a lot of good quality people on LinkedIn. I build rapport every day. And actually in the last month, I believe about 5 weeks now, I've already built over 190 connections just by simply posting one post a day. But I'm staying consistent. Same with Instagram. Stay consistent, put relative information out there. Don't forget to tag your pictures, hashtag it. That puts it in front of a large amount of people that are looking for what you have.
Well, that's a lot to share with us tonight, Chemo. And I could keep going with you, but we've run out of time. But I want to thank you so much for sharing your experience and insights with us tonight. This has been fun. You've been a great guest, and your discussion's been informative and inspirational, to say the least. And you shared lots of good tips with us, including the right mindset to go the distance and win here for sure.
That's everything, Janet. Mindset, discipline.
I have no doubt that you're going to go the distance here, and we'll all look forward to bringing you back again and getting a progress report and hear how you're doing, Chemo. Thank you so much for creating the time and space to be with us tonight.
I really appreciate the time. And once again, guys, if you're on the fence and you're on this webinar right now, it's a no-brainer. Get in, get it done. set obtainable goals and just push like crazy, because this thing isn't going to happen overnight. But guess what? Are you going to go to your job every single day complaining, coming home every single day, and you're not making a change? That's insane. So those changing. Get on it.
All right, Chemo, thanks so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's my final message to you tonight. You heard about our products and you heard about our company, and you just saw an example of someone who's benefiting from our products and our money-making opportunity here in this company. So what are you waiting for? If you're at all interested in making money in your own business like this, just ask the person who invited you on this webinar to get you started in this no risk, no cost opportunity. It's so fun and rewarding to help people make more money and feel better. Millions of people are benefiting from CBD just like Chemo, and hundreds of thousands of CTFO associates like him are earning money with this free, ready-made business opportunity. Now is the time. CTFO is the program, and we are the team of leaders who will help you across the finish line. Before we wrap things up, I want to remind you to please join us for our regularly scheduled Team Genesis training this Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This week's training coach will be Perry Dush, who presented to a packed auditorium just 2 weeks ago at our first live Success Saturday event. Perry always brings a world of experience and great stories with him when he shares how to change the future outcome as a successful entrepreneur. That's all for tonight. Thank you all so much.